Kris Boyd has been speaking about Rangers' number 9 situation, and also he's had more comments to say on a potential new loan signing. Welcome back to Fog Football. Big Mikey Moore from Tottenham. Moore. Are you wanting more? Well, do you want more content? Aye, I tell you what, we got a busy midweek, we got a busy weekend ahead. It's going to be crazy, right? It is seriously picking up here, folks. This is what Kris Boyd had to say regarding the situation up front for Rangers. And I quote, "The Cyril Dessers and Hamza Igamani situation needs to be addressed one way or another. Everybody needs clarity on that pretty quickly. The league starts on Saturday. Your two most important players on the pitch are your goalkeeper and your number 9. Rangers are no further forward as to who their number 9 is. The top goal scorer for last season still being linked with moves away. He's not played a lot of football and he's still got a level of fitness to get to. For me, there's still no guarantee he's going to be that number 9 for Rangers. If Mikey Moore comes in, it's a big ask for him to come in and be Rangers' number 9, lead the attack." End of quote. I don't think Mikey Moore's coming in, right? And being the number 9, he is more normally a winger. I mean, imagine us bringing in a 17-year-old lad on loan to play up front, and we've still got guys like Dessers and Igamani at the club. That would be weird. That would be extremely weird. I don't think that's going to happen. As for Dessers and Igamani, I think if they were going to leave, they would have left by now. But if Moore comes in, which I hope he does, you want some more, sir? If he comes in, then for me it should be on the left wing. But I think the problem is you've got the likes of Matondo, you've got the likes of Cortez, just guys that you need rid of. Realistically, you're never getting rid of Cortez. Matondo, I mean, I do believe that there has to be some proof in the pudding, because you can't be bringing in Big Mikey on top of Matondo, Cortez, Finlay, Curtis and Gazima, all in the left wing position. That's far too many. So for me, they must know that they're getting rid of someone. And if you look at the other 4, Matondo's got to be that guy. Boyd, though, he went on to talk about Martin and the rest of the team, especially the expansive style of football that Martin is trying to install into them. He said, and I quote, "If you go on last week's performance against Panathinaikos, there's still a bit of work to be done for Rangers. With Russell Martin coming in and implementing the new style, it's not going to be fixed overnight, and there's no doubt there was going to be some teething problems, and that's going to be the case for a number of weeks. When you're coming in and you want to implement the style of play that he wants, you're going to make mistakes. There's going to be scary moments within the games." End of quote. Yep. Scary moments would be centre backs passing to the midfielders in triangles while the attackers of the other team are constantly breathing down your neck. You know what? I can respect it though for Russell Martin. This is what he wants to do, and there is no two ways about it. And I have seen people comment and say, well, you know, we've sacked Clement, we've got rid of Barry as well, and it feels like the team's playing the same old way. Instances, right? On Saturday, watching the game, and obviously against Panathinaikos, there is elements that make you think, oh, they haven't learned anything, right? I think set pieces wise against Middlesbrough, we were fucking awful. A lot of sideways passing against Middlesbrough, make no mistake about it. An insane amount of sideways passing against Middlesbrough. I think against Panathinaikos there wasn't as many, but why I believe there wasn't as many is because that was the first 11, and therefore they're just going to be more up. They're going to be more up to scratch with Russell Martin's ideology than a bunch of youth players getting wrong in and a bunch of players that are just getting played out of position. Don't really I mean, Oscar Cortez playing at right back. Barami looked like to have flung the head. So to me, it's no real surprise that the team that started against Middlesbrough looks like a team of last year, because it's a lot of last year's duds. Well, Russell Martin's team, the team that's going to be starting games going forward, is it any surprise that they looked more equipped to do his style than the B team? No, because they'll be the ones that's working on it. And I get it, yeah, they all do training, they all work on it to a degree, but at the same time, folks, you could see the clear difference around the 60th minute mark when substitutions were made. and Rangers took off a lot of the jobbers and him brought on the big ones. Raskin, Max Aarons, Tav, etc, etc, Dijiga. I could name them all, but we're not here to do that. It doesn't surprise me that looked more like a team that you're going to associate with Russell Martin going forward, because he even said himself that the players that started the game against Middlesbrough didn't grab the game by the scruff of the neck. But what I will say is I'll half defend them. Against Panathinaikos and against Club Brugge, which consisted more of the team that came on around the 60th minute, they started slow and had a shite first half. You can't afford to be starting all these games really, really slowly, folks. Because against the better teams, you're going to get found out and you're going to be going into like the second half 2-0 down or the 60th minute 2-0 down. And we did it against Bruges and we did it against Middlesbrough where we came back and managed to get 2 each draws. And let's be real, see against Panathinaikos, pretty lucky, folks, that we weren't getting absolutely scudded going into half time. So, yeah, we'll leave it there. What do you think? Who's going to be the number 9? Who's going to be what for Rangers? Is Mikey Moore the guy? Leave it down below.